You're being awfully precise. Are you a little nervous?
Yeah. Only get one shot.
So what project are you working on today?
Well, we're going to install a MaxxAir fan, the deluxe version, the same one that we have in our Sprinter.
Okay.
So it's going to go right here. That's where it's made to go, because then you don't have these ribs that are on the roof.
So the circle in the ceiling is where it goes, right?
It goes, well, yeah. I mean, but you put the hole like this, and so that way these are not in your way. Otherwise, they would be on this, which causes it to be up or down or whatever.
Oh, cool.
So it fits right in here, basically. And so what we'll do is we'll mark it off carefully, drill the holes through, probably from the bottom and then from the top, or maybe even from the bottom.
Use the tin snips
Use
or
the tin
the
snips.
electric one that we used?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see it maybe from the top. But basically cut this out with the same thing we did the windows.
Cool.
And then it goes in. It goes in pretty easy, but
Nice.
you need to look at the directions first.
So this is the fan that is going in the roof of the van that we're installing today. The MaxxX Fan Deluxe.
Well, that'd be fun if this just slid down.
Only for the van, you wouldn't get hurt.
So why not put it all the way to the wall? Come down again once, so that it's not so much you're getting hurt.
Don't dent the roof.
Sitting on the bar.
So then, yeah, so get that centered in there.
So what are you trying to do right now?
We're trying to line up the inside and the outside so we can mount the rooftop fan and then drill some holes and clamp it together.
But now we need to make sure that it's centered on the circle because we have beams coming across.
Yeah,
this
this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me get tape measure to make sure. So maybe,
Double checking all the measurements because you know what? You can only drill once on the roof of the
It's really easy
van.
to line up because I can just compare this and this. Make sure.
Get it right. You can only drill once.
Yep.
You're being awfully precise. Are you a little nervous?
Yeah. Only get one shot.
Drill a hole already. Perfect. Looks good. Wow, you have a challenging job of holding the box.
Yeah. I mean,
Looks complicated.
grab some of it, but the nice thing is the shears, the metal shears, doesn't have any shavings. So.
Yeah, right.
You got it down there?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
So,
Nice work.
Before we paint it, let's try to set it in there.
okay.
The silver thing's all on the outside.
Okay.
So next up, what you have to do is paint the edges that you cut with Rust-Oleum paint to prevent everything from rusting. So now that we have the metal all painted for the rust, we now line the actual gasket of the air vent with flex tape to seal it to the top of the van.
Well, this this is actually this is to seal the holes that are going to go in there through the screws. This is not necessary probably, but
It's better to be safe than sorry to avoid any leaking.
because you can put caulking down instead of tape, but I like the tape better myself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have Aaron turn these over on themselves. So this is going to go in. Thankfully, I put it on the right side. They're going to turn in on themselves, and then it's going to press in there. And then we're putting tape over this too. So this will be the inner taping, and then we're going to put tape over the top of this.
Okay,
too.
so it's gonna like sandwich together.
Yeah, so many people use caulking. I don't like caulking. Caulking gets old with sun. This stuff is lasts for a long time, and it's a sure seal. It's not like, oh, there's a little pinhole that water got in. No, this is tape. So this isn't a good view of it, but the tape's going to come across it 2 inches or 4 inches all the way around here, and it's going to seal it, and it will not leak. And the tape, I think, will last longer than the van, most likely. But if not, it's a much easier clean too. You can get this tape off, not easily, but you can get this tape off compared to dealing with all the caulk up there, and then you re-caulk it. And so this, you just pull, you basically get the tape off, and you can go ahead and apply new tape, so if necessary. But this tape's really good.
All right, let's get it in the roof.
Get it pulled in.
Just gotta make sure that we can fit it still. Right?
Yeah. Oops. Did it stay in, or did it?
Yes.
So they're trying to keep the tape rolled under, so then when it comes through, then it'll marry up with the tape that we're putting on the other side of this.
That's probably pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's not down.
Yeah, kind of.
So now we're putting the screws in on the outer flange.
Those are the same. There's
Count how many holes there are, and then see which ones line up.
So now we're screwing this piece in initially.
4 of these small ones, and then those, so you can hand me those. I think we have to.
that works.
Now we're putting the tape on the outside of the gasket.
There you go.
All right, so now the insert of the fan is completely in from the exterior. Now the outer or the inside gasket needs to go in around here.
No.
So this is the last piece that needs to go in, and that seals out the fan and cleans it up nicely.
Up around the side.
So it goes
Trims it.
in and it trims it out. It goes on the inside of this here. So the fan is in on the roof itself. So we have run out of time, but Aaron's going to finish this up on his van, and it is the molding. It's really cosmetic molding that goes on the fan itself. It inserts here, but you do have to cut it down to the thickness that you need. He needs to modify these screw heads. He may be putting a rubber gasket in between, or maybe put some wood around that, but he's going to take his time to think about how he wants to finish that off. So this just needs to be cut down depending on the amount of thickness that you have here left. So hope you guys enjoyed the video on installing the Max Air fan in the Sprinter van. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll certainly try to help you out. And as always, thanks for watching our videos, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great day. So what project are you working on today?
We're going to install.
You have to talk louder.